In this video, I'll show you how to wire up a ceiling fan with light on a single switch without electrocuting yourself. First things first, shut off the breaker for this circuit. Yes, you could totally just turn off the light switch and that does stop the flow of electrons too, but you may end up with 110 volts of surprise when your teenager walks in and flips on the switch so they can ask you for money. Next, I'd suggest doing a quick double check with a non-contact voltage detector to ensure that there's no electricity running through those wires. I like this one from Klein Tools and I've got a link in the description in case you need it. This switch is on a 15 amp circuit, meaning it uses 14 gauge wire in a white jacket. As long as your ceiling fan is wired with power coming into the junction box for the switch, a piece of 14-2 Romex will run from the switch to the ceiling fan. At the ceiling fan, you'll find the other end of the 14-2 Romex, and within that white jacket are 3 copper wires. A bare copper ground wire, a neutral wire in white insulation, and your hot wire in black insulation. Now, if you're on a 20 amp circuit, the wires will be in a yellow jacket, and that's totally fine. The connections will work in the same way. The ceiling fan with light will have 4 wires ready for connection: black, white, blue, and green. And there should be another green wire coming from the ceiling fan bracket. Let's connect them up, starting with the green wires. These are the ground wires for the fan and light, so you're going to connect them to the bare copper wire in the 14-2 Romex. You can use a twist-on connector or anything you want for this. Just make sure to follow the directions on the package for your connectors and use the right size. When connecting stranded to solid wire, I like to use Wago lever nuts. They're super easy to use. Lift the lever, push the wire in all the way, and close the lever. Do that for all 3 wires, and the connector is clear on the back so that you know if you've pushed the wires in all the way. Next, find your white neutral wires from both the ceiling fan and light and from the 14-2 Romex and connect them in a similar fashion. You may need to remove some of that white insulation first, so follow the instructions on the package of whichever connector you're using to make sure you strip the right amount of insulation off and connect those neutral wires together. Now all we have left is the black wire from the 14-2 Romex and the black and blue wires from the fan and light. Both of these are hot wires. The blue wire is the hot wire for the light, and the black wire is the hot wire for the fan. Since they're both hot wires, they both need to be connected to the black hot wire coming from the switch in the 14-2 Romex. To do this, again, make sure you have the right amount of insulation stripped off and connect these 3 wires together. I'm using a 3-port Wago lever nut for this, and I'm done in seconds. Finally, ensure all your connections are in the junction box above the light, so push all of your splice points through the center hole in the fan's mounting bracket. Boom. Now return the outer cover for the unit, turn your breaker back on, and check your switch and pull chains to ensure everything is working as it should. There it is, a ceiling fan with light connected to a single switch. Hey, real quick, do me a favor and give this video a big thumbs up if you got some use out of it. And if you need to wire up that single switch you're using, I've got a video you can check out right here. And if after seeing this video you feel like I've earned your subscription, you can click the ManCycle logo right here. See you next time.